Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Texas Longhorns enter this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Nelson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. To the air, it's Calandria. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes a grab and room to run. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Wide receiver. The run inside. It smothers. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Throwing Manning. Got a man. It's Townsend. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Third down from the gun, Manning. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Takes a handoff. It's Nelson. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The short hands, it's Smothers. Turning it on! He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Play action, here's Manning. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. On the sideline, got it in the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Looking for a gap. It's Nelson. Quick spin on the run. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Quickly complete. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He'll take it himself. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go to the ground. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. A run for the quarterback. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Motion from the back. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air. He's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. see if they can get something going here late in the half. Arch is going to throw for it. Got it behind the line. It's Smothers. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Manning. He wants to take the top off. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
We need a 2-minute offense. When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Here's Arch to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
Wide receiver going in motion. Manning to the air again. Oh, they're after him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Longhorns are in the red zone. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Arch Madness. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And the Longhorns will try to convert on 4th down. Here we go, ready. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Tight end finds a soft spot. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To throw, it's Calandria. Pressure coming. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at Utah taking on the Kentucky Wildcats.
The Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Texas offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the run, it's Nelson. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. This crowd knows when to bring it. The play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Huskers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field.
They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Smothers. Looking for... And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Right down the gut of the field. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. The run inside. It's Smothers. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Texas. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season with this offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Calandria. Caught in the backfield. It's Hunter. Got room at the 35.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Nelson. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Looking to throw for it. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had it much better field position this time around. And some room to work. Could be an alley. The 20, 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Rush is on him. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The run from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys leading into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
This quarterback part of their running game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. Fires to the middle. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. To adjust the pattern. Manning. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Brings it in down the left side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quick completion to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Right back to the well. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
rolls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to take off. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Finds his tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
I know he's got the height and weight at the tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
To throw, Manning. Looking left. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Pulls it in. On the move at the 30. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Longhorn. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Number 96, set to kick off.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. Looking for a crease. It's Ives. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
The give on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Now on the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Makes the grab in their space.
And you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Running the red zone. It's Smothers. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you